If you want to try this one on your own, go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to go through it in 3, 2, 1. First thing I notice is that we have logs, and what I know about logs is that the argument must be positive. So I'm going to establish my domain first. From this first log, x has to be greater than 0, and from my second log, x plus 4 has to be greater than 0, meaning that x has to be greater than -4. So my domain is going to be the more restrictive of these cases, which is the first one where x has to be greater than 0. So whatever solution I get, I'll check it against this and make sure that x is in fact greater than 0. Now, the second thing I notice is that my logs have the same base and we're adding them. So let me use the product property of logs to multiply those arguments. So I'll keep my base of 3 and multiply the two arguments x and x plus 4. From here, I'll go ahead and simplify. Distributing that x gives me x squared plus 4x. Now, because my x is inside the argument and I'm trying to solve for x, let me go ahead and put this into exponential form. I have a base of 3 to the power of 2 will equal this x squared plus 4x. 3 squared is 9, so I have 9 equals x squared plus 4x, and this is a quadratic, so let me subtract my 9 over, and then I will solve. I could try factoring, but there are no factors of -9 that will give me a sum of +4, so instead I'll use my quadratic formula. Let me go ahead and clean this up. For my quadratic formula, I have a is 1, b is 4, and c is -9. Plugging these in, -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. I'll simplify inside my radical to get positive or negative square root of 52 all over 2. Now, square root of 52 does simplify into 2 times the square root of 13. And now I can go ahead and reduce all 3 terms because they all 3 have a common factor of 2. So my -4 becomes -2 plus or minus 1 rad 13 all over 1. So my two solutions are x equals -2 plus or minus the square root of 13 all over 1, which I do not need to write. But remember, back at the very beginning, we established a domain restriction. Up here, we have x having to be greater than 0, which means that my solution is only going to be the positive of our two options. So x is only going to be equal to -2 plus the square root of 13, and that is all.